Alamance Regional Airport, Burlington, North Carolina. Automated weather observation 1910 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Light rain. Sky condition scattered 2000. Broken 9000. Overcast 1000. Temperature 24 Celsius. 2.21 Celsius. Altimeter 2995. Remarks. Density altitude 1,800.
All right, taxi area looks clear.
Yep, looks good.
Testing the brakes. Okay, the brakes work.
That's good.
Yep. Stay clear of the fuel truck so we don't hit it with the wing. All right. Burlington traffic, Archer 824 Delta X-ray, taxiing the run-up area of runway 6 via Alpha, Burlington. This actually used to be the end of a second runway that was here.
Oh,
and they've turned it into a parking space now. Okay, so holding the brakes, seats and belts, just confirming you're good, I'm good. Cabin door is closed. Cabin window will close when we're about to take off. Flight controls, watch your knees. That one goes up, that goes down. That goes up, that goes down. Up, down, left, and right. We're good. We'll taxi over to the takeoff area. I did hear there's somebody flying the pattern on the opposite runway. So we'll wait until they land. Oh, I can see him over there. Burlington traffic, Archer 824 Delta X-ray, holding short runway 6. We have the 152 on downwind in sight. Do you mind extending the downwind? Possibly we want to do an east departure straight out. Burlington.
We can extend the downwind 4822.
Thank you very much. Burlington traffic, Archer 824 Delta X-ray, taking off runway 6, departing to the east. Burlington. Okay, fuel pump on, lights on, mixture's full, rich. We'll transponder to altitude. Lights, camera, action. Here, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, final looks clear. We have the traffic in sight. All right, trim is at neutral. Runway 6, compass reading 6, full power.
Okay, time 316.
Yep.
Yeah.
Engine instruments are looking good, airspeed's alive, we're waiting for 65. There's 65, rotate. And we're airborne.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Alright, so now we're 1,000 feet above the ground. We can turn the fuel pump off. Keep the landing light on just for extra visibility. At our proper climb out speed, all the instruments look good.
How low are you allowed to fly?
We're allowed to fly 1,000 feet above the ground if it's an urban area.
That the number you just said is the angle that you're going to move to. Is that what I'm...
Raleigh departure, Charlie Foxtrot.
The 13235?
Yes.
That's the radio frequency.
Oh, you said
Charlie
radio.
Foxtrot, popping.
So now we're on
departure radar contact, climb maintain 4,000.
Raleigh approach.
That's
Raleigh approach, Archer 824 Delta X-ray.
Archer 824 Delta X-ray, Raleigh approach.
824 Delta X-ray, 2,000 feet eastbound, 4 miles east of Burlington. Just want to let you know we're going to be circling over Chapel Hill 1,500, so if you get any helicopter traffic, that would be appreciated.
Number 824 Delta X-ray, Roger, squawk 0430.
0430, 4 Delta X-ray.
Number 4 Delta X-ray, your radar contact 30 miles west of Raleigh. Altimeter's 2995, maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR 2995, 4 Delta X-ray. Alright, so then we confirmed with them that they see us, and they'll keep an eye out for traffic and stuff. And then they just told us to stay out of the clouds.
Stay out of the clouds.
You want to see what the controls feel like at all?
Yeah.
It's a very sporty airplane. It's sportier than the other type I flew in. The other type is very good for training, and this is also really good for training, but it's a bit faster, marginally faster, and it just has a nicer feel to it. You can see that what this shows us, this pink line is showing us what the heading of our track, or the heading of our course is. This pink diamond on the end of it is showing us which direction the plane is actually moving, and the airplane figure is showing which direction the airplane is pointing. So you can see that there's a crosswind going on because we're facing one way and we're tracking another way. You can sort of see that on here.
Okay.
That the arrow pointing out is which direction we're traveling, even though the plane is pointing a bit to the right.
I see. So we're getting something that was pushing us. It looks different from up here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What we'll do first is I'll fly you over the airport,
Okay.
the closed airport, and then we'll fly over campus.
Is that the airport that you...
Yeah,
That
I was trying to save.
right.
If you notice, so normally what would be in this place would just be a gauge that would tell you your attitude.
Oh, okay.
But then you have airspeed on the left, which is also here. You have altitude on the right, which is also here. You have vertical speed on the very right, which is also here. And then you have your compass on the very top, which is there and there.
Wow.
So you have multiple sources of the same information.
Okay, on one screen.
Yep. So it's very useful.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, so this is the lowest we can go over town, because we're 1,000 feet above the ground.
What tells you that you're doing 1,000 feet? Where do you...
So we use the information of airports, actually. So you can see on the map here it says Williams is at 511 feet above sea level.
Oh, okay.
So we're at 1,500 feet. So
I see, gotcha.
that's the information we use.
So that's the runway right there.
Yep. You can see it perfectly.
Yeah, the big X. There's a big yellow X there.
Yep. There are 5 of them.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, right.
Perfectly serviceable airport, just sitting there.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
They closed it almost exactly a year ago. It closed May 15th last year.
Oh, anniversary.
You can almost see the pattern of the other runway.
Yeah.
That parking lot cut diagonally across the airfield. That used to be a second runway there.
Oh, okay. Parking lot over there.
Right.
A nice old airport, isn't it? Nice?
Oh yeah, it was great for training.
Yeah.
I'm glad I had the chance to fly out of there when it was still open.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, there's the hangar right there. Wow. What are the X's for? I mean,
The X's just tell pilots that the runway is not usable. It's the official marker that the airport is closed. Because otherwise,
yeah, you might
people will just come in. Even now, the airport manager says he gets sometimes 3 calls a week asking if they can land their plane there, and he's like, have you not seen the announcement that we're closed? He said even sometimes he'll get announcements on the radio. He'll hear that a plane is in the traffic pattern, like Cessna 5 Tango Alpha on the left downwind for Chapel Hill, and he gets on the radio like, no you ain't. Look at the runway and then get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Copy uniform Tango, roger.
Oh,
So now head over towards campus. Campus is just down there.
oh yeah.
So that's Chapel Hill. So you can see how close the airport is to the town.
Wow.
So Frank,
Oh, there's the water tower.
yeah, there's the blue water tower.
It's the one we were at. I mean, we looked at from the down.
And Franklin Street, which is the main street in Chapel Hill, is right in front of the wing now.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the main drag.
That's the main drag.
Oh, that's just directly through of it.
1564, 1.8
Wow.
feet runway.
Thanks so much.
1564 on departure radar contact.
You can see there's the bell tower, there's
Right.
the football stadium.
There's the stadium that we were just...
Along your display.
1564.
Get an appreciation of the whole thing when you see it like this.
Oh yeah. I still don't know yet whether campus feels bigger or smaller from the air than it does on the ground, but
From the air, it looks... I don't know,
2405, good day.
I think it's much more... When you get down there, it looks like it's big because you have to walk and the buildings. And here it's part of the whole scenery. It's a little...
Oh yeah. So Hillel, do you see that brick apartment building with a brick face with a bunch of windows?
Yes.
In front of that building, there's a building with a light brown roof with a brick face and sort of a white upper floor area. Right in front of the wing now.
Oh, yeah.
So that's Hillel.
That's Hillel. That building right there.
Yep.
0 Kilo Tango 644.
Oh, yeah. It looks much bigger down there. I mean, when we're down there.
Yep.
Oh, my. And the bell tower is where?
The bell tower is right behind that building with the marble dome roof.
Oh, right here? Oh, it's right there.
Yeah, so the main quad is in front of the building with the dome roof.
Right, I see it.
And then this big, tall brick building, this huge monster that's the big library, Davis Library.
Oh, that's okay.
I posted some pictures of the inside of it on Instagram a couple of years ago, and cousin Jackie responded saying it looks exactly the same as it did when she was there.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Delta 1564.
Now from here you can't tell what that is chairs. I mean, you're looking
135
from here.
Yep.
Got a completely different view. There's
Now we can overfly the airport one more time, just because it'll be my final goodbye,
okay.
unless it reopens.
So there's a lot of trees in Chapel Hill.
Oh yeah.
A lot of trees. Oh yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so you've just been turned all around, and there is the runway.
Wave our wings at the airport.
Wing at the airport.
Now we can head back to Burlington. Raleigh approach Archer 4824 Delta X-ray, resuming flight to Burlington.
Number 4 Delta X-ray, roger.
You can almost see the wall of rain ahead of us.
Oh yes, look at that. Whoa.
1938
Number 2 Alpha Delta, descend and maintain 3000.
190 at 04. Visibility 10.
Number 2 Alpha Delta,
Light
clear
rain.
personal 32.
Sky condition few 2000. Few 9000. Overcast 1000. Temperature 24 Celsius. Dew point 21 Celsius. Altimeter 299.5. Remarks. Density altitude 1,800.
Still says light rain at the airport, and that weather report was at the minute, so
Yeah, oh, okay.
it's current. So I'm looking at the radar here. There's some heavy stuff right off to the north side of the airport, so I'm going to try to avoid that. Yeah, you can see the airport's right on the border of the green and the yellow.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll land on the runway that keeps us on the south side of the airport, just so that we avoid the heavier rain.
Number 4 Delta X-ray, looks like there's light to moderate precipitation right over the top of Burlington with some heavy precipitation about 6 miles northwest of it.
Roger, we see that on our radar also. We're going to fly the left pattern for 2-4, so we stay on the south side of the airport, 4 Delta X-ray.
Number 4 Delta X-ray, roger. Just let me know when you want to go to the advisory.
Wind 200 at 06. Visibility 10. Light rain.
Still says light rain, so that's good.
Yeah, as long as it's light rain. Emphasis on light.
Yep.
Look at the cloud. It's moving. You can see it.
Oh, yep. You can see that extra wall in front of us where it gets heavier.
Yeah.
We're 11 miles out.
I don't know.
My guess is the airport's just on the other side of that wall. 824 Delta X-ray, we'd like to go to advisory.
Number 4 Delta X-ray, roger. Radar search is terminated. Squawk VFR, change to advisory. Talk to you later.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Good day, 4 Delta X-ray. Burlington traffic, Archer 824 Delta X-ray, 2,100, 9 miles southeast of the field, inbound 45 left downwind, runway 24, Burlington.
That's all made by Garmin. That stuff.
Yeah, this is a Garmin machine.
That was our competitor.
Yeah, there are some other. I think there's a company called Avidyne, which is sort of Garmin's biggest competitor within aviation. But in terms of aviation navigation stuff, Garmin sort of has a monopoly on it right now. Burlington traffic, Archer 824 Delta X-ray, 5 miles southeast of the field, 2,000 feet inbound, left downwind, runway 24, Burlington.
Which of these shows the speed of the aircraft?
So this shows the speed, and then over here also shows the speed. And then this number is our speed over the ground that accounts for headwind and stuff.
Okay.
Burlington traffic, Archer 824 Delta X-ray, pattern altitude on a 45 left downwind, runway 24, Burlington. You can see the rain is really heavy on the other side of the airport.
Yes.
So that's why I chose to land on this runway, because it would keep us on this side. All right, so there's a beam, our touchdown point. We can go power to 1500. We're in the white arc. We'll do 1 notch of flaps, begin our descent. Final looks clear. Burlington traffic, Archer 824 Delta X-ray, turning final, runway 24, full stop, Burlington. Put our final launch of flaps in. A bit high. Wind feels calm. You can feel when we got closer to the ground, the air got warmer.
Yeah. So that's around 50, or 50 knots, something like that.
I think I would give that landing about an 8 out of 10.
That's good.
Burlington traffic, Archer 824 Delta X-ray, clear the runway taxiing to Elon Aviation via Alpha Burlington. Okay, flaps up, mixture lane for taxi, fuel pump on, landing light off. Alright. Well, I'm glad we were able to do that.
Yeah.
Made it by the skin of our teeth, I think.
Very, yeah, because the rain is coming in.
If that thing was
See, look at it, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Boy, look at the size of that.
You can see it on the radar, it's completely red.
Wow.
It's just
Yeah, well, look at that. It's just sitting right. It's
a few miles north of the airport. So.
Yeah.
The terminal, they have a radio that tunes into frequency, so it's possible they were hearing all the radio chips. We got some geese over there. For that, when we get out, it'll be mostly dry. All right.
The hot little
Right, off.
I shall remember that.